What's up, tubers? T.O. here, Simplistic Fishing, back at you tonight with another lake breakdown. We're actually on video number 2 for Lake LBJ, Lyndon B. Johnson. So if you missed the first one, just go click on the lake breakdown playlist. You'll find that video along with hundreds more from all the different lake breakdowns that we've done. But tonight, we're going to go jump into it on video 2. We're getting around one of the main swings. We're going to go ahead and finish up the northeast side, and that's where we'll finish tonight. And then we'll come back later on and do the other videos to finish up the whole lake. Hope you guys enjoy it. Let's get started. All right, well, let's go ahead and get started on our second video here for LBJ. If you missed the first video, just real quick, the way we have it sorted out here, we've got a couple different things to look at here as far as the different categories that are out here. We've got channels and ditches, so that's going to be all your different tracks that you see here, these green tracks. Those are the channels and ditches that we were able to find using Google Earth. We've also got lots of different types of debris. There's actually a ditch out there as well, so debris. Laydowns, lots of different laydowns as well. Also offshore hotspots. We've got a ton of offshore hotspots. We'll talk about those using the Navionics mobile app, and that'll be done here in a couple videos, but you definitely want to take a look at those. Also, just kind of other random stuff that's out there. I mean, whether it be to check this area, it could be I guess most of it is to just check those areas. Something about them looked really special. We'll talk about them here in this video. You've also got some discharge, some different brush piles and things like that. Then you've got a lot of different places where there were multiple pipes. If you've watched any of my breakdowns before, when you find these bigger pipes, they can definitely be really good areas to find fish around them. So I want to mark those for you guys. We got a lot of boat ramps, slabs, boat ramps, whatever you want to call them, quite a few of those. And then last but not least, different types of rock, whether it be underwater rock, rock formations, just different areas on the rock. We'll talk about all of it as we do the breakdown. So let's go ahead and move this over to the side. I'm going to take off the offshore hotspots. I'm going to move my date back to 2017. So that gives me the best image. And then what we're going to do, last time we started down here by the dam and we worked our way all the way up this east side, just marking stuff and going over everything that was out there. And we ended right here where it says rock. So that's where we're going to start today, is right there in that area, right where it says rock. And you can see here, you can tell that there's some rock all along the seawall. So that can be a really good spot to be able to try to find some fish, and probably underneath those docks too. Those docks can be really good. You've also got some additional rock that's up in here. You can see it there just along the side of the seawall again. And then over here, you've got a little bit more rock in here too. Let me zoom in so I can show it to you guys. You can see it all up here really close to the seawall. Now, I only point those out because these seawalls can be magical, especially when they have the rock around it. There's a little bit more rock right in here too. That's all kind of dirt, but seawalls in general, rock or no rock, they're still good. But if you can find seawalls with rock around them, those can be really, really good areas to fish. Another area back in here that I really like is right here. You've got all this riprap going along this road line right here, and it's got some really, really good looking rocks and things like that to fish around. And then as we move back up in here, we get in this little pocket. I didn't see too much back up in here, but there is some rock way back up in here. You can see some more rock right up in here, just right around that little area for some reason, just in that spot. So then we go out, we're going to pull back around. Let me show you guys where I'm at. We came across that bend, right? So now we're going to come up here. We came out of there. Now we're going to come into here and take a look and see what's in here. Now along these little points, I really didn't see much. I mean, you got the seawalls. There may be something like right there, possibly. It's hard to tell, but nothing really good to mark for you guys. Didn't see anything here. Looked just a bunch of mud and junk. Nothing that looked really good. But when you get back in here, there's some really good stuff. So I just came around that point and just coming right in here. We get in here. I really like these two spots right here. So it looks like we've got some brush piles or some kind of piles. There's one right here and there's one right here. I don't know if they're brush, rock, whatever they are. They stand out like a sore thumb. You've also got this spot back here where you've got this pipe that comes across, and just past that pipe, it looks like a another one of those piles. That almost looks like a little rock pile right there, but that could be a really juicy spot for sure to take a look at. Now, as we move on up, just a couple things to look at here. I really like these little ditches and the contours that they've created from digging out the erosion and stuff like that. So that spot right in there looks like it could be pretty healthy as well. There could be some additional rock right in here. I didn't see that the first time. I marked rock right here, but there could be even more rock right in here as well. So take a look at those spots. That could be rock as well. I thought it was dirt at first, but that does look pretty rocky. So that's probably what that is, concrete or something. I don't know what it is, but take a look at it. I'm sure it's going to be a pretty good spot to hopefully be able to locate some fish. Now, as we move further back here, just a couple things back in here by all these docks. There's a couple different little rocky areas. You can see it right here. Comes off this little flat, and you've got some really good rock right in here, and you got a really good rock right here as well. This is all really hard ground, so definitely go take a look at that right there where that is. In fact, let's take a look at that. Let's move that up to 2022, and it's going to look a lot different. So basically, there's that rock that looked like it was all exposed. You can see it all down here now. Just fishing in those areas, all around these areas like that, and then that rock over there, that looks like a really good spot to be able to find something. All right, so let's move this back, go back to 2017, and go back one more so that water goes down. And then as we come up here, not seeing too much here. There's a little ramp that's right here. There's some rock that's back here along the shoreline. In fact, you got it over here too, but pretty decent over here. It looks like you have at least a little bit more depth right in here. So I'd look right in there, right around those docks, and see if you can find anything in there. And that's down there by, it looks like Sherwood Downs Park. So if you're wondering where I'm at, that's where I'm at right now. All right, so we're going to keep swinging up. We're going to go up here to this next area. There is another little pile that I wanted to show you guys. It's right in here. Nice little brush pile right beside that dock. So if you can get right beside that dock, that looks good. And then while you're there, come over here and just see what this stuff is. This could be another brush pile right here too. I just couldn't mark it for you guys because I can't tell if those are buoys or what those are, or if it is a brush pile. It almost looks like a brush pile, but I'm not sure. But that definitely is a brush pile, and that probably is too. All right, so let's keep moving up. And let's see what else we can find here. We got some rock around this seawall again. Again, you can just get up there, get parallel with that seawall. You can throw chatterbaits. You can throw lipless crankbaits. You can throw square bills. There's all kinds of, you can throw spinner baits if you wanted to. There's all kinds of stuff you can throw. Just basically chuck something out there and reel it parallel with that seawall, and you'll be surprised at what you can catch there. All right, so let's keep moving down. This all looks kind of junky right in here, but there is a boat ramp back here. So if you were on that boat ramp pattern, you could try that out. Another pile up here by this dock. Really good looking rock pile right there, right off the edge of that dock. So let's see if we can show you guys where I'm at. So I came into this pocket. I'm over here by Blue Briar Park. Almost screwed that one up. And then if we come over here, right off the point from that park is where that dock is with that rock pile. You've also got some shallow rock up here, not too much, but just a little bit there by the seawall. You've got a ramp back here by Castlebriar Park. And then if we go up here and get above, just north of Greencastle Park, some pretty good rock that's right here. So take a look at this. And obviously there's a boat on it. Not a surprise, but this looks really good, guys. This is going to be a really good area to find and locate some fish for sure. Let's see what it looks like when it's water's up. Yeah, when the water's up, it looks even better. So I would definitely focus on that spot right in there. That's probably a community spot, would be my guess, but definitely a spot you want to go look at. Now, as we get back here, we also have some more rock that's right here off of this point. Now, notice these are all buoys, so you probably got to go slow when you get in here, but this rock looks pretty good too, right off the edge of that point. And that one's not as obvious. Looks like there might be some buoys around it or something to tell you that it's there. But as far as, fishing spots, people might pass that one up and not realize that it's there. But that looks like a really good one to fish around. All right, so as we move back up in here, there's not too much. We've got a little creek channel that's right here. I don't even know if it's really even worth marking for you guys. There's not really anything good in it, but it is here. The one thing I like about this whole thing, if there's anything that I like about it, would be right here, right around this rock. So you've got this little swing that comes here. And I don't know if it goes inside that rock or outside that rock, but wherever it is, it looks like it goes inside it right here, maybe. I don't know. But anyways, fish around that rock. That's the whole point. So that'd be the only thing back in there that I would actually go back there for, and I would have to be, I have to be just exploring to go back there. That definitely wouldn't waste a lot of time going back there. So we get over here, we're by Dove Park. We've got another boat ramp, and then as you come down here off the point from Dove Park, you get right here where I put check. I just want you guys to take a look at this and just see what this is. It looks like rock or debris. Could be trees as well. I'm not sure what it is, but it's definitely some kind of a pile that you'll want to check out. That's usually where you can locate at least a few fish when you find those little isolated piles. Also, as you come back in here, you get down here by this dock. This looks interesting too. I don't know what it is. It looks like a bunch of footprints have came out here and they've put something out here right where I put that check mark at. So go look at that and see what that is. That could be a crappie condo, could be a brush pile. I have no idea what it is, but it's something. So as we move up here, we've got a couple more ramps. You can look at those ramps. This one actually has a little bit of debris and stuff all around it in this image, but if we move it up, you can't really even tell that it's even there anymore. So I don't know if that's still even an existing ramp or what's going on. This one's got a lot of junk on it and stuff, so that'd be a good ramp to fish there. And I know this one's gonna be a good ramp too. You got the ramp and then you got a walkway that you could fish. So just right in there is gonna be a really good spot. Looks like a really cool house, probably super expensive. All right, so let's keep moving. Yeah, look what it used to look like and look what it looks like now. It's crazy. All right, moving up here, we go over here to this point. Of course, you could pick it out on the boat. You say, look for that rounded thing, but right around that, there's rock all around it. So definitely look in that area and see if you can find something there. Moving on up, we've got some debris that's back in here. Don't have any idea. Just looks like a bunch of junk, but all right in here. Those can be really good spots too, to really be able to find a pile of fish. They'll just attract to that kind of stuff. You've got ramps here, and then you've got rock on the outside of this seawall too. Pretty much starts like right in here somewhere and goes all along here, all the way over to the side. So you could fish that whole point and then all along that dock and then that whole seawall right there. Then we're going to move on up. Now we're getting more into really the river portion of it. So we'll keep moving up and we'll see what else we can find up here. The first part is going to be obviously this ramp that's right here. So you've got a little bitty ramp. There's not much to it. You'd have to be on a boat ramp pattern and be really desperate to want to do that. But definitely a good little ramp to go try to fish. We're up here by Camp Champions. Looks like it must be some kind of tennis camp or something. As we move further up, we get just a little bit north of that camp. I just want you to check this. I don't know what this is, if this is rock or whatever it is. It's some kind of cover. And sometimes those can be really good little areas to find fish. So again, not like a huge spot or anything, but definitely something to check out. Then as we move up here, we're just going to start seeing a bunch of laydowns. There's a laydown there. There's one up here. There's more right in here off of this corner. And we're going to continue to see them as we move up here as we get more into the river, but big bunch of laydowns there, some more right there. So if you're on that laydown pattern, you're up here in the river, you could definitely use these waypoints and take advantage of it. That says debris. I think it's a laydown, but it almost looks like a pipe or something there too. So I put debris. We've got more laydowns all the way up here. And as I go up here a little bit further, you're just going to see all the different laydowns that we marked there. So then we finally get up here. We're up by Nightingale Archaeological. I'm going to scroll this up center. So as we get up there, we get up just south of that. There's a big old brush pile right here. Now, I don't know what that's going to look like. Oh, nice. It actually has a dock on it. So that brush pile is directly underneath that dock. I guarantee it's still there too. So go check out that dock. That dock is going to be, I'm going to zoom this back out, show you guys exactly where that dock is. So look for that little sea-doo. But you'd come down right down from Nightingale, just come south, and it's going to be the second dock that you hit. That's going to be a money dock right there. So you definitely want to go check that one out. All right, let's keep moving up. We've also got some rock that's out here. So you want to be careful when you're coming down there because there is some rock out here, but here's some really good looking rock pile right here. You've also got a little bit more right in here where I put the little icon. These are great little spots for shallow diving crankbaits, wobbleheads, shaky heads, all that stuff. Those are really good areas to find, especially being right there off the main river channel. And then as we move a little bit further up in here, we're going to get just past Nightingale. We're going to go into this little pocket and see what we can find in here. So as we go up here, first off, you just got some more of that rock that's right here. You've got some more rock in here all along this seawall. But then out here off this point looks really juicy. We definitely want to fish that point for sure. Guarantee that's a good spot to fish. As we get back in here, there's not too much back in here. There's a ramp there's another ramp here, and just a big hot mess back in here. So pulling back out, getting back out to the river right here. Money Rocks again, really good area to find some fish. All in here, all around these rocks, all around this shoreline where it's rocky right in here. This just basically put a big square right here, and that's going to be just a great high percentage area to find some fish. All right, then we're going to keep moving up. And when we get further up in here, we get to this little pocket. There's just some rock that's down here by this dock. And if I zoom in, you'll see it. It's right there off the right side of that dock. And then as you're there, you definitely want to swing up here and check out this, because all this rock right here, right in here, and all along this point, and whatever the heck that is, see what it looks like now. It still looks the same. There's all kinds of good rock right in here. So you definitely want to take advantage of that one for sure. All right, so let's go ahead and move on up from that point. As we get up here, the image is going to get a little bit tricky because as I zoom in, it kind of starts messing with me, and then I got to move this up and forth, and it's going to really confuse you guys as I move it back and forth. So I'm just going to kind of point these out. But basically, we've got some rock that's right here, and then we've got some more rock that's right in here. And then as we move further up here, getting more into this big old river, just want you guys to check this spot right here. Hopefully it lets me zoom in here. Okay, we're getting better now. Back to normal. So we've got this little check spot that's right here. Let me zoom in and show you guys what this is. So if you look right here, it's like this little pile that's right here. So it's just outside of that ramp. So go just outside of that ramp and look right there. That should help you guys out. I'm going to see if I can move this a little bit higher. There we go. And we'll use that for our imagery moving forward. All right, so let's zoom back out. And let's go on up the river a little bit more and see what else we can find. So as we get up here, we're by Mill Creek. I didn't see too much up in this area, just a bunch of boat ramps. There's a boat ramp here, another one, and another one. So you got 4 different boat ramps that are right in that area. And then as you move in here and you get around this basically this point, and we get up in here into this river, which is I believe this is the Colorado River. Yeah, as we get up into the Colorado River, we get right in here, you're going to see some debris that's right out here. This could be rocks too. Couldn't tell if it was rocks or debris. It's right outside, just south of that bridge. And then you've also got some really good rock just basically from that dock to this dock. You've got all kinds of rock along the shoreline there to take a look at. Then as you swing up here, didn't see too much on the bank line, not much for me to mark for you guys, but a couple more ramps up there. There's a little ditch back in here that looked interesting, so I went ahead and marked it for you guys. It's like a random ditch in the middle of nowhere, probably loaded with fish. And then as we move further up, we're going to go all the way up here, and I don't think there's anything on this side. I think I stopped up there, yeah. So let's start back right here. Let's talk about what we see on this side. And then what we'll do is we'll go down probably to where that river connects, and we'll end the video, and then we'll start the next video going back down towards the dam. So as we get here, we get on this seawall. We got some really good rocks all along the seawall. This looks good. This looks good too. Definitely look at that. I like that too. And really you're coming off of a creek channel swing too, so they can load up in those areas. You've also got a boat ramp there. All those docks are probably going to be good too. And then you've also got some more stuff up in here. We've got some more rock that's over in here. Zoom in here and show it to you guys. So notice how this is all just sandy and stuff, and then all of a sudden you get some really good rock right around this little area right here. So basically from this point to that dock, that's going to be your higher percentage area. Again, really good spot because you're coming right off that river channel. Then moving down here, you got another boat ramp. I didn't see too much in regards to this because it's basically a river, so it's really hard to see anything, and the water wasn't down that low. So you got a ramp here as well. And then as we move further down, we're getting back down by the bridge now. Finally get into some stuff where I can see some things and be able to show you guys to check some stuff out. So right here, I want you to check these out. I think these are rocks, but I don't know for sure. From the image, it was kind of hard to tell. You've got a giant laydown that's right here. So if I move this up, you're not going to know those rocks were there. There's 3 of them right there. And that giant laydown that was there, it's almost submerged. So that one's going to be a pretty good one to fish around. So I'm going to move this back to 2017. And we're going to keep looking and seeing what else we can find back in here. So as we get down in here, we're going to come underneath that looks like a railroad crossing. Railroad bridge, I guess. And there's this giant pipe that's right here. Those are always fun to fish around. I can't tell you how many times I've caught fish off finding random stuff like that where there's some giant pipe out there and we're fishing the pipe. So definitely take a look at that one. And then over here, you've got some additional rock off the inside of that point right there. And then back in here, basically just really shallow, you got one boat ramp back there. So if you were running the boat ramp pattern, you would definitely want to go check that one out too. So then we're going to move up here. We got another boat ramp right here, right off the main river channel, another ramp that's right in here. And let's go ahead and let's talk about these two. And what we'll do is we'll stop here at Highway 2900 or whatever, Farm Road 2900, whatever that is. We're going to stop there. And then the next video we'll start here and we'll work our way back down. So all we have up here really are just two different ramps. We've got this ramp that's right here. Now this ramp's got some pretty good washout built up in it. So the fish could collect down in here, especially if that ramp's not being used very much. And then you've also got one more ramp that's a little bit further down here. That'll be the last one that we talk about, but it's right in here. And it looks like it's been totally blocked off, but you definitely have a boat ramp that's right in there too. And that is it. That takes us over to the farm road. We've got a little ditch right here off this little side road. If you look where the road came down, or I guess that's just a ditch, really is all it is. So it's just a concrete ditch that runs here, but it's got pretty good washout right around that area. So you could check that out too if you were all the way up in that spot. All right, so I appreciate you guys watching the videos. We're going to come back next time, and we'll start at that high spot. We'll come all the way back down here, back down to the dam, and finish up our video. Might not be able to do it in one video, but probably two, and that'll get it done. And then we'll switch over using Navionics mobile app to show you guys all the different offshore hotspots. So please make sure to go out, check out our website, simplisticfishing.com. You can pick up all these waypoints, get them on your graph. It's awesome. It totally changes the way that you fish. It will make it so much simpler for you. So go check it out, simplisticfishing.com. Until next time, guys, I hope you catch your PB. Take it easy.